Hello everybody, you guys, I'm excited because I got Flynn an advent calendar, but it's late and it's not coming till like next week. But someone sent Flynn an advent calendar in the P.O. box. Flynn, what's this? Should we open it?
Yeah.
Okay, so how advent calendars work is you open a new one every day. And so I think it's the 6th today. So you have to open 6, okay? Open it up. What's the, okay, pull it out. What is it? What's that? What is that, Flynn?
Bucket truck.
A bucket truck. It's a fire truck, but it does have a bucket on it. Okay, you get to do another one. And then you find number 2. Open that up. Wait, this side. What's that one, Flynn? He's like, I don't know what to do. There's too many. What is that? Excavator, that's right. Should we open up the next one? Ooh, it's Bob. It's a man, I don't know what it's. Wow. Let's go to 4. What's that? A blue car. This is so awesome. I'm so grateful that we have this because his advent calendar's not coming for a while. Here, can you open this? A dump truck, Flynn. It's a dump truck. Oh, it doesn't dump. Useless. The wheel wheel is your favorite. He won't say fire truck, he just says wheel wheel, because that's the sound it makes. Anyway, this is amazing. So now he has something to play with for a while. Not that he didn't before, he has so many toys, but new toys are very exciting. You guys, I had a really horrible night last night. One of the worst nights I've ever had. I want to talk to you guys about it because I do think it's important to talk about mental health and struggles and whatever and things that I'm going through, but I do try my hardest to keep my vlogs upbeat and light and fun. And then, you know, at night when the day is over is when I come and sit in here and kind of chat with you guys about everything I'm going through. I'm going to talk about it right now because it's on my mind, but I'm going to put this at the end of the vlog. So if you guys are interested in seeing why I had one of the worst nights of my life, it was really horrible and it's embarrassing and yeah, it was awful. I'm gonna put that at the end of the vlog, so stay tuned to the end. But if you don't wanna see that, know that that's what I'm talking about at the end of this video. So you can continue to enjoy my day as is. Here you go. I just filmed the update on Flynn because you know how I used to do all the time? Every month or two, I would do like updates on Flynn and where he's at in his development, like the foods he's eating and the words he can say and if he could crawl or if he could babble or you know, whatever. You guys know what an update is. I used to do that all the time, but now that he's older, I don't do them, but he's turning 2 this week. I was like, oh my God, I have to do one because he's gonna be 2. So I need to do an update. So I just filmed that and gave all the stats and all the information on everything you guys might wanna know, his eating habits and potty training and just everything about Flynn. So that video will come out hopefully on his birthday if I can find the time to edit it, but Kory and I are so busy these days, it's hard to get these extra videos edited. Flynn and Eric are on a walk. Now I don't know what to do with myself because I just filmed that video and now I'm like, I could go get more work done, but I kind of wanna like do something fun. What's a fun thing I can do? I don't know. You like your new puzzle, Flynn? That's not where that goes. There you go. There's the bulldozer. What's that? Monotech? Cement truck. Can you say cement truck?
What?
Say cement. Good job. Crane, yeah, that's the crane.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah, excavator goes there. The backhoe goes there, yeah. I love that he's like muttering to himself like an old man. He's like, oh, the backhoe goes here. Like, he's like everyone, he's like, excavator. He's got work to do, he's busy. So I have a pair of slippers that Flynn calls Daisy because they're fluffy, just like Daisy. You know my Daisy slippers? Well, I got you a You want a present?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go get it. Stay right there. I'll be right back. I have a present for you. It's Daisy slippers for Flynn. Yeah, do you want to try it on?
Stand up.
Oh, shoes.
Oh, can you jump in those?
Whoa, look at your cool Daisy shoes. I like your slippers. Yeah, I'll get my shoes. See, we're both wearing Daisy shoes. Yeah, daisy shoes. I've decided I want to make my favorite Christmas treat. You guys have watched me make this a billion times, but I'm gonna make it for you again. So if you guys want to make this, this is my favorite Christmas treat. I always teach you how to do it. And if you haven't made it yet, that's okay, but maybe eventually you should because it's pretty good. So hopefully Flynn's gonna help me right now. Flynn, you want to help me make this? Yeah, we're gonna eat some doo-doo. Come here. Come on over here. You gotta get up here. Okay, Mr. Flynn, are you ready for this? You're gonna put it in here. We got a cup of butterscotch morsels, and now I'm gonna put in this peanut butter, half a cup of peanut butter.
Chocolate.
You see chocolate.
Dump.
You wanna dump chocolate? Okay, first we're gonna dump some other things. Hold on. In another pot, I'm gonna use this later. Oh, you wanna eat a bite of that? Sure, go for it. Can you dump this butter into this pot? Good job. Put this into the pot. This is water, a tablespoon of water with 2 tablespoons of butter. Good job. And you're gonna put that, yep, that's half a cup of powdered sugar, and I feel like it was supposed to be a 1/4 cup, so that might be a problem. And the last thing you're gonna dump in the chocolate chips. Do you wanna eat one first? Do you wanna eat one? That's the best part, you gotta eat one. Yeah. Okay, now dump those in here. You need 2 hands? Good job, Pumpkin. So first thing, I've got to heat up my peanut butter and butterscotch morsels at a low heat until it's all melted and blendy and yummy. And then I dump in 4 cups of Rice Krispies. Then I'm gonna put half of that into this pan, press it down, put it in the fridge. Then I melt all those ingredients for the chocolate. And then I pour the melted chocolate on top of this, on top of the half of the butterscotch stuff. And I put the rest of the butterscotch stuff on top. Oh, and you are eating a lot. Okay, that's all done. We are gonna go do a Target pickup because I got a few Christmas gifts and birthday presents for Flynn. Target has a cool thing, I'm sure you guys already know about it, where you can order things online and then you just go into the parking lot and you open your trunk and someone from Target comes and just drops the stuff in your trunk and you drive away. No contact, get everything you needed. But also at Target, there's a certain type of pickle that everyone's freaking out about on TikTok that I really wanna try. We are home and you want more fire truck? Yeah, we saw a fire truck in the car, didn't we? We saw a fire truck on our way to Target. Anyway, we went and did a pickup at Target of some stuff, and mostly I just wanted to get these pickles because they keep seeing them on TikTok and you get them from Target. And I just tried it for my TikTok, so you guys can go watch my initial first time reaction to it if you want to on my TikTok, but they are pretty good. I like that they have a very satisfying crunch. It's a really good crunch. They're zesty, they've got a little spice to them. They are really good, actually, I love them. I've seen people on TikTok be like,
this is the best pickle in the world!
and it's not. The best pickle in the world is from Disneyland. Disneyland has the best pickles that have ever existed. It could just be the atmosphere of being at Disneyland that makes me like those pickles, but I really love the Disneyland pickles. But also, after that, there's a lot of delis on the East Coast that have like huge jars of dill pickles that have probably been sitting there for 20 years that are unreal. When I lived in Queens, there was a deli across the street from my apartment that had the most incredible pickles ever. Like they were so freaking delicious. And I think I was the only person in all of Queens who ever purchased a pickle from the big tub of floating pickles, but it's because I love them and I discovered how amazing they are. So these are amazing, but I wouldn't say they're the best pickle in the world, but they're up there, they're good. We did Flynn's Advent this morning, but we forgot to do mine. Let's start with the Advent Calendar of Kindness. Now it's your turn to do something for the community. Sign up to do volunteer work for your local soup kitchen, food pantry, church, or similar. I love doing community work, community service, but we are in a pandemic, so I'm gonna have to get creative with that one because we are in a strict stay-at-home order. But let's see what craft I get today. It's small, it's a little tiny nugget.
It's another rock.
It's not a rock, Libby, shockingly. Get out of here. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This craft Advent calendar is not the best. This is, I think, a magnet, and I think I'm supposed to paint it. That's today's craft. Oh, my whole back and neck are in paint. I think I slept on myself. Weird. Anyway, I'm gonna go upstairs and go to bed, but there's some footage from earlier today that I'm gonna put here now. So if you don't wanna watch the footage from earlier today, peace out, good night. But if you wanna stick around and watch me wanking on. Was wank a bad word?
Yeah.
Wank's a bad word? Lovey! If you wanna see me whine, keep watching. If you don't wanna see me whine, good night! See you tomorrow. Hey, late night chatters who stay up and listen to me talk about my feelings. It's not late night for me right now, but I'm putting this at the end of the vlog because I feel like the people who watch to the end are the ones who like want to know this stuff about me. Last night was a really horrible night, and I'm gonna try not to ramble too much, even though I probably still will. But I wanna just try to explain this as plainly as possible and easily as possible. I feel like such a broken record talking about it, but like this dermatillomania thing that I have is so annoying, you guys. The skin picking disorder, and I've had it like basically my whole life, but it's never bothered me. It's never affected me in like such a negative way until this year. And that's because it's 2020 and it's bringing out all of our mental struggles and it's bringing out all of our anxieties. You know, 2020 has been rough, and my dermatillomania has been very bad lately. If you don't have it, oftentimes your thoughts might be like, well, why don't you just not do it then? Or why don't you just like put gloves on or put socks on your feet so you don't pick? Or like, why don't you just put lotion on your face so you don't pick your face? Like, why don't you just like put on a hat if you have trichotillomania and you pull out your hair? Like, why don't you just not do it? Doesn't work that way. For me, and in my experience and what I've learned from therapists who I've talked to about it, like when you start doing it, it feels impossible to not do it. It feels like you have to do it. There's no other option. You have to do it until you're done. You have to. The reason it's like a form of like OCD is because there's an obsession with like making it smooth. Like if you feel like a flake of skin, you're like, oh, I'll rip that off until everything is smooth. But obviously when you rip off skin, it doesn't get smooth. It gets more nasty and more awful. Even though in the back of my mind, like I know it's never gonna get smooth. I know my hands and feet are just gonna get bloody and gross and awful. I can't stop myself from continuing that process. Now, I know I've talked about this a lot before, but right now I'm feeling really vulnerable and really disgusting. So it feels different this time because I'm about to tell you what I went through last night, which was horrible. It has never been as bad as it was last night, ever. And I don't know what spurred it. I think it could be because I just was like on Twitter and I saw a bunch of like new COVID restrictions, and I'm stressed about that, and I'm stressed about like when is this all gonna end and when is life gonna get back to normal, and it doesn't seem like there's an end in sight. And I feel like oftentimes I just ignore all of that, and then when I look into it, it freaks me out and it sends me into like a panic. And I think that's what happened last night. I'm not sure, like because with these picking disorders, like sometimes you don't really know what the trigger is, especially when it's like I found out since I was diagnosed with ADHD that oftentimes people with ADHD have a picking disorder or a BFRB, a repetitive activity that they do with their body. And that's where mine comes from. So I'm not quite sure always what spurs it, but last night I was doing it. I was picking at my hands and at my feet terribly, like so bad. And this is so embarrassing to admit because like I know it's disgusting and I know it's gross and I know it's like, ugh, just like don't do that. Like because I say that to myself when I'm doing it. I'm like, stop, like just stop. Like in my brain, I'm like, what are you doing? Stop, you're hurting yourself. And I can't stop, and it's so frustrating. So basically when you're doing it, or when I'm doing it, but also therapists have told me this is very common, when I'm doing it, I don't feel any pain. Like sometimes I feel a little bit, but like there's an adrenaline rush with it, which sounds so weird, that I don't feel like I'm really hurting myself that much. I'm just focused on like ripping off my skin, which is so gross. I can't, this is so weird to explain. I feel like everyone watching this is just gonna be like, you're so weird and so gross, because it is, I agree with you. But so I was doing it, and what made me start to think like, oh, you need to stop doing this, was my body started shaking. Like my whole body started like shaking like crazy. And I think it was my body recognizing this is painful, you're hurting yourself, stop. And my body started freaking out, but I couldn't feel pain. And so I was just continued to do it, even though my body physically was literally trying to stop me. And so I just kept doing it, and I was like, it's fine. I know this is gonna hurt tomorrow, but I'll just like finish what I'm doing and then I'll be done. And I'll just pull this one more spot and then I'll be done. And then I'll just pull this, and then just kept going and going for like literally hours, to the point where now there's like not skin on the bottom of my foot. I finally forced myself to stop because I feel like I'd done as much as I possibly could have. And so I finally was like, okay, you're going to sleep. Like there's nothing else to pull. Like you've pulled off all your skin. And so I laid down to go to sleep. And after like 10-15 minutes, the adrenaline had worn off and the pain set in, and it was excruciating. And so then my body started reacting to the pain, and I started like shaking even more and just like, oh my God, like I didn't know what to do. I've never been in that much pain from it before. And so then I was like, oh my God, I need to like bandage this up. I had to like bandage up my foot. I took Advil and try to calm down. I was trying to do like meditation practices that I've learned in therapies before, but like nothing could get my mind off of the pain, how bad the pain was. And then I just started beating myself up. I'm like, you're so stupid. You did this to yourself. Like, why did you do that? Now you're in so much pain. And this is so embarrassing. Like now when you're limping around, or if you need crutches or something, God forbid, like you have to explain to people that you're limping because you literally ripped off the skin on your foot. Like what is wrong with you, you freaking weirdo? Like, so I was beating myself up over that. And then I started thinking, well, obviously this is extremely bad. And this is to a point again where I have to find a therapist now. I have to fix this now. But I'm so frustrated because I've tried therapy and it has not helped that. So I need to find a therapist that will help. But then the thought of trying to find a new therapist was stressing me out, making me like anxious. And then I just started having like a full-blown anxiety attack while my foot was throbbing in the most excruciating pain. And it was my fault. So it's not like there's anyone to blame for it. There's nothing. No one will have sympathy for this. Like no one is gonna think like, oh, you poor girl, you ripped off all your skin. Like that's not something people can be sympathetic to, which made me feel even more stupid and dumb and like awful and more upset and more anxious and more panicked. Anyway, it was really bad. If you search dermatillomania, if you search it and see like what can help, I've tried all of those things. I have Googled it thousands of times, and I've tried every fidget toy, and I have tried every putting on these special types of socks or putting on these special types of gloves, trying these certain types of oils and lotions, and I've literally tried it all. And sometimes those things do work a little bit, but they don't take it away. And there's some nights where I'm gonna have these big like spells of doing it, and it just freaking sucks. But anyway, I want to talk about it so that if anyone else out there has ever experienced that, if there's one other person out there, because I know it's very niche and not very common, and it's not something where it's like I nervously pick at my skin. It's not a nervous thing, and I do see people go like, oh yeah, I pick at my skin. Like a lot of people pick at their fingers. That's very, very common to pick at your fingers when you're anxious or nervous. It isn't that. This is like a disorder and it really freaking sucks. And I hate it so much. And it's so embarrassing, and I just don't want to do it anymore. I would have much rather been sleeping last night than staying up until 3 or 4 in the morning, ripping off my skin, and then staying awake until 6 in the morning, having a full-blown anxiety attack over something stupid. Like it's so embarrassing because it's stupid. There are so many things that are worthy of having an anxiety attack over. That is not one of them. So it's really embarrassing. Like there are so many things in this world that like people are struggling with and cause full-blown panic attacks and anxiety attacks because they're going through so much like horrible things. What? Like I'm ripping my skin. Like why are you having an anxiety attack about that? Just don't do it. Like it's so frustrating. Anyone else out there with a BFRB, body focused repetitive behavior, I feel like you would understand where I'm coming from. Probably no one else. The closest other thing I can relate it to is like people with OCD struggle with similar, not the same, but similar thought patterns and feelings with their things that they go through with OCD. But like, oh man, it really blows. It sucks so much and I hate it so much. And this isn't a pity party because I'm not like, oh, my life is so hard. I'm like, oh, I want to fix it. Like, I just want to fix it. So it's not like, guys, feel sorry for me because my life is so hard and it'll always be this way forever. It's like, just how do I make this not be a part of my life anymore? Like, I just want it to go away because this is so annoying. Like, I should not have to bandage my entire foot. It is bandages and Neosporin and gauze because I ripped off my skin in the middle of the night when I was stressed. Like, that should not be a thing. That should not be a part of my life. That's stupid. I just wanted to rant and vent about that to you guys. So there you go. Anyway, I hate leaving things on a negative note. I feel like I've been doing that a lot lately. It's been mentally, I've been going through stuff, I guess. And I love you guys. And I did have a really great day. And you know, my days, as I'm filming this, only half over, but it's been a really wonderful day and I'm so grateful for everything that I have. I'm a human and that humans have things that they go through, and this is my stupid weird thing that I'm going through and I literally hate it so much. It's so stupid, but I wanted to talk about it. So I love you guys and thank you for all your support and kindness to those of you who are, and to those of you who hate when I talk about this kind of stuff. I don't know why you're still watching this. I would never wish for anyone to watch and sit through something that they hate. Like, that sounds miserable. I don't watch like TV shows that I hate, because if it makes you that upset and negative to the point where like you need to yell at me about it, like you shouldn't watch it, because I don't want you to have that like that feeling inside of you of like being so angry at someone. That's not a fun feeling. So like, please don't watch if like you don't like it, because then you'll have a much better day. Anyway, I'm gonna go live the rest of my life. Try to have a more positive day, but I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.